Oh, it's sticking. Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. Welcome back to my Paper and Other Obsessions channel. I'm going to revisit my gel plate today because I want to try out a couple kind of newish ideas. New to me. This is going to be a little tricky, and I'll explain why in a second. Nothing we're doing here is tricky. I don't do tricky well, especially when it comes to first time trying things. What I mean is, we have my gel plate, and it occurred to me that because it's clear, see-through, except obviously a little stain from alcohol ink use, the last time around, that I could put a picture behind it, and then I could draw onto the gel press. And so even though I am not a fine artist and couldn't possibly reproduce that myself freehand, I can indeed copy over the lines. And there's a word for that, and this is the part that gets tricky. I can't say that word. Put here on the screen. Pretty sure you already know what I'm talking about. The reason I can't say that word is because that was the name of the evil bitch who blew up my marriage and then went all Fatal Attraction bunny boiling on us. It was horrible. So I don't use that word. We're just going to have to call this something else, which will be coloring over things. It may seem petty, but it's just a mental block I still have from those dark days. I'm going to get my art crayons out, especially the shimmery ones, and I'm basically just going to draw him here. There isn't a black. Anyway, I'm going to get out blue. So this is my art crayon shimmer from Marabou. And I'm just going to see if this actually reproduces in any way that's recognizable. Yeah. Okay, I finally broke down and I still have my pearl white Arteza acrylics. Oh, the other thing I wanted to try is just in terms of putting down paint, brayering it, and then taking a print of it. I wanted to try these gouache metallics as well that I just got because I have them now. I might as well use them, right? So we'll give that a play in a minute, but basic white acrylic paint. Just put down a little bit. Let's see what happens. Well, that looks a lot more like Snoopy than I was expecting, to be honest with you. Got a little smear of the feet. I probably brayered too much, but I was afraid of having too much paint on there. I like that a lot. That's way more Snoopy than I was expecting. That's great. Okay, yay. Well, there's test number one. I got a little, I think, hoodwinked. I fell for an ad online. Imagine that, right? If you put them down on any flat surface, it would be like looking in a mirror. It would be so shiny and so reflective, and it's not. They're just silver and gold paint pens is what they are. But they aren't bad quality. They're just not, they're not what they said they were. However, it did occur to me that it might be fun to see what happens if you use them on here, since you can use paint on here. So I have this Big Thumb chrome marker, 3mm. So we'll just get it going again, and then we'll see what happens. I mean, it looks really cool going on. I mean, hopefully I can give you a close-up here. I'm not trying to knock it as much as it sounds like I am, because it looks very shiny and cool right now. When it dries, however, it sort of goes back to looking like silver paint. It's a little disappointing. It's a... Snoopy has dried. So let's give this a shot here. Just a little bit of black. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, it's sticking. Well, no, it's sort of coming up too. Huh. All right. This is weird. So it's still there, but it's here also. That was a pretty thick layer of it I drew on, apparently. There he is. Look at that. That is cool. Pearl lilac. Oh, I know. Let's get out the gouache, man. Since Aunt put a gun to my head and made me buy the stuff. I'm joking. Do not tell him I said that. Totally my idea. It's funny, you know, I see people with their gel press videos on YouTube using acrylic paints all the time. I don't think I've ever seen any of them specifically get out wash paint and try that on here. So there could be a very good reason for that. Maybe it doesn't work. We'll find out in a sec. It doesn't spread out as well. Definitely more watery. That's okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it's spreading out, but it's weird. That is it's weird stuff. I still don't know what I think about it. What do you guys think about it? Any gouache lovers out there? Some of it's coming out more than others. I'm gonna see if I can convince the rest of it to come up. Most of it. Pretty cool. We even got some of the art crayon from before. I think that's what's going on there. That is really neat. Maybe not. Maybe that's the gouache. I don't know, but it's cool. I'm going to see if I can get the rest of this off. Let's try a baby wipe. Thank you, Mr. Snoopy. So, what picture shall I use next? I have a couple others. I have a snail. I think it's just gorgeous. And then I have the most complicated one, which is this family of, I guess they're kawaii creatures. Maybe we'll work our way up to that and go with the snail next. These are New Top paint marker pens, and I also have Arteza Metallics. Of course I do. Of course I do. Well, it's interesting. Wow, that's really interesting. So a lot of layers coming through here, but I like the snail. I like the multicolored snail. Let's try another print because that was really weird looking. And I'm curious what happens if I put down some more paint. I am enjoying myself immensely here. Now, there's one more thing I want to try, even though I still have all this stuff. If you guys want to see me come back and do this with one of these techniques that we've done here to see what happens when I pull the print, let me know, and go down in the comment section if you have an opinion at all. Say yes or no if you want to see this. If you do, which of the things I did this with, like with an art crayon or with a paint pen or with one of these gold or silver things. We can try any of them and see what happens. So just let me know what you think we should do with that. So I'm going to try one more thing here, and then we're going to call it for this video. I want to use Brusho again. I just want to. This is the set of 12. Just gonna put a few Brusho crystals out here. This is the emerald green. This is purple. This is the lemon or yellow. This is ultramarine blue. And this is leaf green, which I think is a little lighter, but I wouldn't swear to it. It's like confetti cake. You can kind of sort of see the snail shell. The rest of him sort of disappeared. And we're back. Okay, we started with Snoopy. And the first thing we did was the art crayon drawing, just the outline with a little white acrylic paint on top. And then I did the chrome marker with a little black acrylic paint on top. I really like that. And then I pulled it again just to see if I could get more of the chrome marker off. And we got that, which is very cool. And then we went to snail mode. I love all the different art crayon colors. I wish I'd been a little neater about the paint brayering. And then this one was, it's mostly just purple shimmer with a hint of snail. And then this one, the even slighter hint of snail underneath all the Brusho, which of course I brayered too much. The trick is obviously to just brayer a very little bit. And then this one, just to see what would happen, that's the white gouache. This one, what was that? Apricot and emerald green. And there was one other, the bubblegum pink, that you can barely see. That sort of disappeared. That's pretty cool too. Honestly, I like them all. I think they are lovely, each in its own way. And I think that's about it. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. I will see you in the next video.